the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's talk about it. So for the past week now, I've had the new iPhone 15. I'm coming from the 12 Pro Max, and my battery life was already pretty good, but I've definitely noticed the battery health decreasing over the past couple of years, and going into year 3, I knew it was time for an upgrade. The 120Hz refresh rate of the display is amazing. It makes everything feel much more smooth, simple tasks are more fluid, just day-to-day usage is more enjoyable. It's also significantly brighter than its previous generations, with up to 2000 nits of peak brightness when outdoors. It's an amazing phone when compared to its previous models, but it's not a generational leap. It's not something revolutionary. It's more of a refinement over the previous generations, similar to the 13 and the 14. Those models having 120Hz refresh rates, triple camera setups, and the iPhone 14 having the dynamic island as well. Something that's been looked forward to with the iPhone 15 Pro Max is the USB-C. With the Pro models, you're getting Thunderbolt speeds. With the base models, you're just getting basic USB 2 speeds. It is more convenient considering all Apple devices now, apart from their AirPods Max, have USB-C charging, meaning you need one cord to charge everything. Coming from a 12 Pro Max, the first thing I noticed was the battery life. It's much longer on the 15 Pro, and that's mostly due to my 12 having a degraded battery, but the 12 still had good battery life when it was new. Still not as good as the 15 though. The 15 has excellent cameras with a 48 megapixel main shooter, 12 megapixel telephoto shooter, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. All of these are excellent for videos and photos. They're the best point and shoot camera of any phone in my opinion. Now my reasons for upgrading from the 12 Pro Max were for several reasons. 1, because I wanted the excellent battery life of the 15 Pro Max. 2, because I wanted the new display. And 3, because of the support that the 15 Pro Max will have, lasting until 2030, whereas the 12 is reaching its final update with iOS 18. The performance of the 15 Pro Max is outstanding, especially when compared to its older models, with the Pro models of the 15 receiving the new A17 Pro, base models being the 15 Plus, and the regular 15 still receiving the A16 from last year. This is one of those features that Apple doesn't really want to tell you when you're buying the base models, but it's another reason to go for the Pro. With the A17 Pro, you're getting ray tracing, which can be kind of convenient if you play a lot of games, but there's not many games that even support that, so I wouldn't use that to make my decision. The base models of the Pros come with 256 gigabytes of storage. I don't record a whole lot of videos on my iPhone, but the iPhone is amazing for this. It's able to replace many Pro quality cameras, even the cameras that vloggers use. Some people opt in to use the iPhone for that. Even from a creator standpoint, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has really good cameras, really good video, and I'd even say you could use it as a creator. Some people even choose to over professional video cameras. Me personally, I use a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and this is the quality of the iPhone Pro Max versus that. As you can see, the audio of the 15 is really good. The picture quality is amazing, and it has a really good dynamic range. The body of the 15 is different than its previous generations. It's also made out of titanium, which in my experience it is lighter, but it is also more susceptible to damage. Within the first 2 weeks of having the phone, I already have a little scratch on the edge of the camera, not the lens itself. Even in the case, the phone is lighter, and it's still just as durable from what I can tell. I did have concerns when I got it that the battery life would be bad because of software updates in the past. I did worry about the overheating issue, and I worried that the back would crack easier, but so far I've had no problems with those. So, coming from a 12 Pro Max, it's a significant upgrade to the 15 Pro Max 3 generations apart, so I received a lot of new features, 120Hz refresh rate, a new design of the body, better cameras, overall just a significantly better phone. If you're someone coming from a 13 Pro Max or a 14 Pro Max, I would say there's not much of a reason to upgrade to the 15 Pro Max because you're still getting the 120Hz refresh rate, you're still getting an excellent resolution, you're still getting really good cameras on those 3 models. So if you're coming from a 12 Pro Max or older, that's where I say go for it. I imagine the 16 is where they're going to make a big change, and if you're someone like me, when you don't update every year, I'd wait for the 17 if you don't want to get the 15. The 17 is going to be a more refined version of the 16, whereas the 16 is going to be a big change. Overall, the 15 Pro Max is an excellent device, and I would suggest it to anybody who is in the market to upgrade. Once again, amazing display, amazing battery life, and an excellent camera. There's nothing I can really say I don't like about this phone so far, and I'm sure that I'll find some little things over the time, but for now, it's the perfect phone for me. Let me know down in the comments though, what you guys think about the 15, what kind of phone you're using right now, and some suggestions for the future, and anything you guys would like to see. I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, make sure to leave a thumbs up. comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.